Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to round 2 of the Mad Dragon Rugby Championship, a rematch of last week. New Zealand going up once again against the Pumas of Argentina. Taking a quick look at the table as it stands at the end of round 1 of the Mad Dragon Rugby Championship. The All Blacks out there on first place with 4 points, separated by that points difference from the Springboks, who are also on the same amount of points. Argentina down in last place, not managing to score any points last week in the Mad Dragon Rugby Championship. They will be looking for redemption this week, going up against the fearsome All Blacks, who will be trying to make it 2 from 2, and Santiago Carreras will be the man to get us kicked off and underway today as they go for a huge deep kick, pushing New Zealand all the way back, and Will Jordan goes on a great counter run to get all the way back out of their own 22. We know the pace that Will Jordan does have, and already Argentina are being put under a bit more pressure than maybe they were expecting early on in this game, as TJ Perurana manages to get the ball out. Oh, a huge tackle there coming in by Choco Perez, pushing New Zealand back inside their own 22. New Zealand try something a bit different this time through Ardie Savea, trying to make a bit of extra room. All lined up though, that time by Bejo going in for the big tackle. New Zealand don't feel like they're making any room and go for the box kick clear, but it hasn't worked for them. And Mateo Carreras, thought he saw room in that backfield, tried to get the kick but couldn't get it away early enough. And New Zealand wrap him up and get the turnover. The breakdown situation so far been pretty strong for New Zealand as Argentina try and get on the pounce. The defensive line from Argentina has been really good so far as Mateo Carreras tries to run it across the pitch. Choco Perez thinks he sees room. Tried to cut back inside on the man. Didn't work for him, and New Zealand have got yet another turnover, and maybe men over here. Will Jordan screaming for it. Who's out here on the wing to be able to get there? There's a huge tackle coming in. Ardie Savea coming in from Bertrano. The small man on a big man manages to get right underneath him, but the referee said it's a dump tackle. No care given to the man, and Ardie Savea looks in pain. He's having to come off, and Hoskins Satutu will be coming onto the pitch for them. But what a massive blow for New Zealand to lose such a vital player that is Ardie Savea so early on into this game. But now Argentina will have to survive man down in defence in their own 22, as it's a solid line-out jump by New Zealand, driving back this Argentinian maul. They're making the ground slowly. Lots of room out there for Severis, who's on that far wing. Where they go? Damien McKenzie's stepped in there to play scrum half. Is it maybe work for them? They couldn't quite get there. They have got room over. If Geordie Barrett can get it out wide, they get it out. One more. One last tackle maybe coming in. Not enough to stop him. And it is Anton Linnett-Brown who gets over, playing in that 13 shirt today with Rico Ioane on the bench. Great work by him, as he made such an impact last week in the Mad Dragon Rugby Championship. Look at that tackle coming in there by Moroni to be able to shut down. This, though, was the run by Geordie Barrett, just being able to get round the outside of a couple of big men, and there's just no stopping Anton Linnett-Brown from that close to the line. Great try for New Zealand to get us kicked off in this opening game of round 2, as Beauden Barrett is playing in 10 today. McKenzie swapped back to 15 this week. They're obviously trying something different. If you remember, in the second half of last game, there was a lot of changes going on from the bench. Maybe they weren't happy with Damien McKenzie's performance at 10, so Beauden Barrett going in at fly half this week, and another solid kick for him. Kicks that one over as an interesting bounce. And Choco Perez manages to pick up the loose ball. Who saw that one coming? The wind just getting on the right side of the ball for them, and now Argentina want to spread it wide. Bejo gets it out to Monchoiza, playing on a loop, and the big man is going to go himself. The prop still making big room. Where can they go? They're up into the New Zealand 22. Can they hit back hard? Moroni, maybe not expecting that pass, gets wrapped up, and New Zealand will go for another exit clearance kick. Of course, still down that man. It is going to be an issue for them as Sinti tries to get a grubber kick around the outside, does manage it, and pushes his man into touch, meaning Argentina will be back up to a full contingency now with that yellow card now over. Let's see how they can get on now. They're back up to full strength. So they pass it out to Olvedo out in the back. Sinti to... there was a nice little pop pass there to Moroni on the inside. Maybe they needed one more. Can Carreras get it out wide? Mateo Carreras is sitting out here. Bejo did very well to collect that behind his own back there. And Mateo Carreras in the speedster going on. Great work by Damien McKenzie to sit back and wait for that one, though. And New Zealand once again going for this box click clearance. They've been keeping them in field all day, though, as Malia on the counter-attack this time goes for it up and under. The ball, though, bouncing kind of away from him, but nobody collecting it. Bit of miscommunication there in the backfield by the New Zealand backs, and Carreras gets it out to Paulos, to Bejo, to Pablo Matera this time on the charge. Severis doing well to shut him down as Bertrano wants to get in there. The referee might have missed a bit of a call there. I think that was Severis was offside to make that secondary tackle. big question marks there, whether a big opportunity missed, but New Zealand will take it as Kramer this time, crashing up towards the line. They're still making ground, and Bertrand, gets a little bit of a loose pass there. The referee says it's gone forwards, and it will be done for the free kick for the forward pass. New Zealand survive a bit of an onslaught towards the end of this first half. Defensive coach will be very happy with how New Zealand have been holding up so far as we go in for the first scrum of the game. Of course, both these sides want to try and dominate this area. It's going to be such a vital part of the game in this one. Let's see how they get on as Perenara sliding the ball in there through the middle. Oh, New Zealand look like they've got the early shove on the go. Will they go for just a standard box click clearance as they have done throughout this game? No, they try something a bit different. Eventually, the ball getting clear though. And Mateo Carreras, once again, a bit isolated by his fellow players there. They just want to try and support their men a bit better as Moroni gets it off to Montoya, to Lavanini though, crashing ball coming up for him there, and they'll try once again, trying to go out to this right-hand wing. Oh, there was a nice offload there by Kramer to Oviedo, but once again, the turnover at the breakdown coming in for New Zealand has been superb today, and that time a tackle going in against Kramer sees the ball bounce forwards. It's free kick advantage for New Zealand. Can they make the most of it? Argentina want to spread a bit wider here, driving New Zealand back, but you can see Severis is just unmarked out on that wing. If they can make the most of it, they just want to get it out. TJ Perenara this time tries to take it himself. Maybe not supported, though, by his own men. Can Argentina try and get one more opportunity in this game as Will Jordan breaks through one tackle, not the second one, though. Oh, it's great work by Dalton Papali'i there to manage to slide through his man. Can Argentina put pressure on in this breakdown? Doesn't look like it. Once again, they are so bunched up. They just need to get this one wide if they can get it out. One more. Kramer has to run across for Severis. I don't think he's going to get there. They're running down. Oh, what a tackle coming in there by Lucio Cinti to be able to stop a certain try as they rush off the line. That's a great shot. Once again, coming in by Bertrand. Better tackle technique this time around as they go out wide. They're trying to play a looping pass around as Geordie Barrett bashing his way through tackles. The ball going loose. It's all getting a bit scrappy, but New Zealand know they want to try and get another score in this half. Can they get it out wide? They don't manage it. Argentina doing much better now in their defensive line. They hold on to it as Blackadder tries to get an offload too. Bowden Barrett doesn't manage it. Crashing up now is Dalton Papali'i. Once again, as Argentina managed to get a turnover. Will it be enough for them? Choco Perez passing it out to Gajo. Gets clattered in the tackle. They'll just want to try and improve this line depth at the minute. Can they go the length of the field? Is 7-0 enough for them just to go in at half-time as Matera tries to get it out to Mateo Carreras. Gets the exit clearance kick. It's a nice kick. It will stay in field. What does Damien McKenzie want to do? He wants to go on his own counter-attack. There's decent meters made there by Argentina. Will New Zealand play on or just go in at half-time taking a 7-0 lead? No, they want to play on. This is a very prideful base game, but will it be the correct decision if Argentina managed to make the most of one more shot in this half as Lavanini steps in at scrum half? Kramer on the charge, getting out to Cinti, gets a grubber kick around his man who's with him. Damien McKenzie's played brilliant today in that fullback position to cover it, but New Zealand have lost so many meters. At some point you've got to say the decision might be better to just kick this one out, go in at half-time in the lead and feel like you've taken something away from this opening half as they get it out to Will Jordan, tries to jink around his man, not this time, and Argentina still putting pressure on now. They go up that blind side. Don't think that was the right way. I could see his man marked all day long. New Zealand might just want the one exit clearance kick, but they want to play on. They are still going. The referee, though, calling a stop there. I think that was maybe for a forward pass going in there. The referee says, yes, it's just a forward pass, and we'll go in at half-time. 7-0, New Zealand in the lead. Well, we knew this one was going to be a brutal game, a rematch from last week, but these two teams are full of pride for their countries, and we knew it was going to be a brutal game. Neither team wanting to end this one off. New Zealand were the ones who got us kicked off with a slightly better start to this game. We've been seeing a bit of a tactic over the course of this one. Box kick clearances as well, with standard exit clearance kicks have been kept in field. Maybe they believe their fatigue is going to be able to hold out longer than this Argentinian side, who are struggling. They're trying to play it wide, but it's not really working for them so much. touch. The battle of the breakdown has been going New Zealand's way. There's been a few turnovers so far in that opening half, and it's really been chopping Argentina down at the leg. One of the big talking points in this game, though, Ardi Sarvea going off with an injury due to a dump tackle coming in by Bertrand, given his yellow card, and that made them a man down, but missing a vital player in New Zealand's number 8 might be withdrawing a bit of attack from their game. It led to the first try of the game going to Anton Linnett-Brown. A great run by Dalton Papali'i to make his way through. The offload going out wide, getting it out to Geordie Barrett, managing to get round the outside of a couple of larger men and getting out to Anton Linnett-Brown to run that one over and convert it over by Beauden Barrett to take us up to the only score of the game. New Zealand in the lead 7-0. Argentina tried to bite back though at the end of that first half. Defensive work has been improving for them as the game has gone on. They are getting into that New Zealand 22, but they just cannot seem to get that final 10% complete. It's costing them points. Maybe they need to go down a slightly different route. Neither team wanted this game to end. They wanted it to keep on. Both teams wanting one more score. Not to be, though. A forward pass is how we'll be sealing out this game. New Zealand in the lead at 7-0 at half-time. What will go on in the second half? Let's get this one kicked off and find out. On to the second half then, and changes for both teams, at half-time coming in there. Oh, but there's a long kick going on here. Let's just have a quick chat about Argentina trying to get out of this situation. There has been a change at scrum half as Cubelli has come on for Argentina, obviously wanting to try and avoid any more issues to do with a yellow-carded player as Choco Barrett tries to make his way up. There have been changes for New Zealand as well, with Scott Barrett coming onto the field for Tupou Vaa'i in that lock department. Argentina are stuck currently back in their own 22 so early on into this half. That's exactly what New Zealand would want. Choco Barrett is getting the kick away into touch. Not the greatest of distances made, though. Not the start Argentina will have wanted from this as they go for the line out towards the middle. Oh, but Lavanini manages to get into the air, and now Cubelli thinks he's seen some room out on this wing as they get it out to Moroni. He's got Cinti on the outside of him. Severis going to have to get back on the inside for him. Does well, and Santiago Carreras moves us up beyond the halfway line. Where can they manage to go from here? Moroni setting up Choco Barrett on his inside. Malia moves up to help out this attacking line, and where can Malia go now? Doesn't manage to break through that line either. Pablo Matera looking outside for it, looking angry, wants to get his hands on the ball himself. This line spreading out a bit wider this time as they go to Montoya. Oh, bit of a loose pass going in once again, and Beauden Barrett snaps it up and says, yes please, I'll have a bit of that. And now they have to rush out to stop Will Jordan, who's going to be able to get out for him. Two men do. They get over the ball. They're causing some issues here, but Ned's left the men down in the defensive line now. Oh, a lovely little show and go coming in there from the big man. It hasn't worked out brilliantly for them though, and Argentina managed to get that turnover, and Cubelli, managing to see some room out towards this wing, kicks it out to Severis, lets it bounce. Always dangerous. Oh, and he's got caught in the follow-up, and maybe that was gone against them. Oh, great work by Anton Linnett-Brown in defence there to not just take the early man, held it up, waited for the offload to come, and just crashed into the ribs of Santiago Carreras. Great work by him there as Choco Barrett now passes it out to that number 10 once again, Santiago Carreras, who's been popping up all over the field today. New Zealand getting the turnover, but Argentina wrapping up. Once again, they'll go for that box click clearance. Once again, it's kept in field. It's bouncing pretty far, but it won't go beyond the dead ball line, and Malia wants to try and run it up, gets a good exit clearance kick there. Severis is just about going to keep this one in, wrapped up by the player. What an offload out the back, can't believe that one, and TJ Piranara manages to scoop the ball up and get it out. Doesn't look too comfortable himself though. There might be an injury out there, and now Argentina trying to put pressure on Will Jordan out on this wing, and Mateo Carreras is running onto this one. Can Anton Linnett-Brown once again. Solid defensive work by the outside centre, managing to get on the end of that ball, and Argentina still just cannot seem to get out of their own half at the minute as Mateo Carreras loading up once again for a clearance kick. Oh, and that one, the wind might have just caught it, and it has gone dead. Finlay Christie will come on for TJ Piranara. We were correct, he did not look comfortable at the end of that phase of play. Scooping the ball off the ground might have hurt his knee, but Finlay Christie still a solid scrum half to come on for them as the clock nears the final 10 minutes. There's a good drive back by Argentina, but New Zealand, no, they are on the correct side of the pitch at the minute, as Lavanini maybe getting slightly too far beyond the offside line there. It's a great little grubber kick through for Jordi Barrett to be able to pick up, and Choco Beres gets it out to Moroni. Still can't get round this New Zealand defence. Cubelli wants to go himself. Oh, and a loose ball. Maybe New Zealand can get something else on the end of this. Where can they go? This is exactly where they want to be. Hands on possession. Oh, but a loose ball there. Going in against Dalton Papali means we will have a scrum, but look at the distance Argentina are going to have to make to take something from this game. It is brutal, and this time as Luke Jacobson comes on for Sotutu in that 19 shirt. Obviously wanting a bit of a different tactic going on in that number 8 with the loss of Ardi Sarvea. Argentina know this is going to be a monumental task to be able to take this ball the length of the field as they drop it back now, as Oviedo wants to take it himself, carries it up hard towards the New Zealand defensive line. Choco Beres getting out to Moroni, being chased down though by Bowden Barrett, gets it round both of them, and Mateo Carreras kicks it on, and it's a foot race now between Moroni and Damian McKenzie. Santiago Carreras with him as well. They've wrapped him up. Can they make it the pressure pay? Finley Christie holding on to the ball. They know the clock is on their side. It's just around the corner from full time. Argentina putting big pressure on in the final minute of this game. Finley Christie holding that ball up. Can they do something with it? They don't want to do anything silly here. Oh, it's Argentina! Get the turnover. Lavanini out to Lucio Cinti. What can he do from here? Bouncing through tackles. He's up to the 5-metre line. This is incredible. New Zealand cannot believe what is happening. They are on their own 5-metre line in a game that probably should have just been absolutely sealed out. Where will they go as they drop it in? Malia this time carrying it up himself, moving into that attacking line with them. You can see they have got players spreading out wider this time. Gomez Cadella looking for it on the inside as well. Wants to take the charge himself. Is the reach there? The referee's given it. He's managed to get his hand over that try line. New Zealand cannot believe it. What an unbelievable carry by the prop. Coming in on the replacements this week. Started on the bench. He was annoyed. We saw it in the week. He was annoyed to be left on the bench for this one. What an impact to make into this game, though. Just carrying well, getting on the outside of a couple of big men. Stop short, but reaching out to be able to put it down. New Zealand can't believe it. And Santiago Carreras, who's been everywhere today, has the opportunity to take this game to a draw, which I don't think any of us would have believed even as short as 3 minutes ago. And he's right in front of the post and will kick that one over. This one will end as a draw. Argentina 7, New Zealand 7. I hope you've all enjoyed this one today, guys. Do you think this could be a draw in real life on the weekend, or do you think New Zealand or Argentina will prevail? Drop it down in the comment section. 7 all apiece here. What a fun and exciting game. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'll see you all next time, guys. Bye-bye.